What's up, guys? It's August here in Oklahoma and it is hot. It's been over 100 degrees like here recently and it's crazy. It's getting me hoping and wishing for some cooler weather and deer hunting. But I've actually been editing a video here from 2021 when I had this like turkey foot looking buck on our place out here. And I was after this deer and I noticed that the genetics like that have been just like going around, and I've been trying to like put a damper on it, I guess you could say. And I know I'm not going to completely get rid of it, but I've been trying to get rid of some of these deer that had these like defects in their horns and stuff. Well, this was one of the most mature deer that we had out there like this at that time. So he was one of my #1 bucks I was going after, and it was an up and down roller coaster ride, let me tell you. But it all started in October of 2021, and let's see what happens. It's October 22nd. Coming in this morning, I saw 1 or 2 deer, and I heard one behind me before daylight after I got in the stands. I'm sitting pretty close to a licking branch right now that I got a camera on. I've had some decent deer come through here. Hopefully something shows up this morning, comes strolling through here, maybe he makes a scrape right there. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. Spooked off by a coyote. That was so quick. I mean, I thought he was gonna hit that licking branch right there, and then he just hit it, and he headed right to me. Gave me like a 10-yard shot. I had to try to finagle the camera to get it set up just right, but I think we got him. I just got down. I looked over there by where I actually shot him. Couldn't really find any blood, but I saw him run down this trail, and I found some blood right here. So, see if I can find him. Alright, well, it's 10:45, about 10:45, and I've been looking for a while. It's probably been 2 two and a half hours or something like that since I shot the deer. But I'm just now finally, I mean, I've been looking at speck. Whenever he took off, the arrow was lodged in him. So I think that kind of kept a lot of blood from coming out. But I finally am getting some good blood where it looked like he slowed down. It's really bright red. I'm seeing some bubbles in it. I'm gonna keep trailing it and hopefully I'll find him. I think he's right down here, I hope. So we'll see. So that was a bummer. I ended up shooting the deer towards the end of October, and I trailed this deer forever, and I lost a blood trail. I didn't know where he went. I didn't know if he was dead. I didn't know if he was alive. I just thought he was probably dead based off the blood I found, but I wasn't really sure. And I think I looked about 4 hours that day, and I had to work, and then I came back the next day and looked for another probably 2.5 hours and still didn't find the deer. And I was like, the only thing I could think of is he might have went on someone else's property or something. But I never found the deer. And lo and behold, about 2 weeks later, he showed up on my trail camera. And sure enough, it was him. And I was like, well, I'm going to go after him again. Just try this again. It was still bow season, so I went out, I think it was around November 5th or November 6th, sometime around that time frame. And this is what I seen. Messed up buck that I shot in October. I just saw him. In a doe. Come by me down here. They wouldn't come in range. They went back to the east, that direction. So we'll see what happens. So I had this buck, I had different encounters with him in October and November, and I just couldn't get another shot at him. I really wanted to get him with the bow, but every time I saw him, he was just out of range. But luckily, gun season was coming up, so I was going to be after him with a rifle. Let's see what happens. It's November 20th. It's the first day of the gun season in Oklahoma, rifle season. There were some deer on the field when I come in here. I sprinkled some corn out there in the field yesterday, hoping to kind of get some deer coming out here so I might can see some of the bucks that are on I got on camera, but kind of not the best conditions today. There's been a pretty good amount of chasing out here. Small bucks. There's one pretty nice 8-point that I see quite a bit. I think the big bucks might be locked down with does, because one of the bucks that I had actually shot in October, I saw him a couple days ago, I think it was, and he was just moseying through with the doe out of range. And so hopefully we'll get a shot at something eventually. Smoked a big coyote. I've seen a bunch of coyotes in this spot right here, and I actually shot 4 with my bow back in October. But this male, I never can get him in range. He just seems like he's always too smart. I don't know if I'll see much deer after that, but I felt pretty happy with getting that coyote. Because I've been after him for a while. He's a big coyote. I think it's a male. Just glad I got him. Yo. Hopefully some deer come out now before dark, but if not, at least I got him, so good deal. I guess that shot didn't hurt me too bad. Got some deer moving down here on the east side. Just need a buck come through now. I think I got that turkey foot buck. It has like a turkey foot looking horn. I shot him back in October. I thought I got him. Tracked him for like, I don't know, close to 300 yards. And he lived. I got video of him. I had him. He was chasing does out here in the field. Or chasing a doe out in the field. And he was the dominant buck around here, I believe. He's a big body deer. I got some more deer coming out here right now. Alright, I just found him. So he didn't go very far from where I shot him. He only went about 45, 50 yards, I think. So I just found him right up in here. So let's go check him out. Big old head on him. I got a velvet picture of this deer. And he had a big old body, I know that. And pretty deer. Hate to see him not grow a good side like that. Last year his side was kind of weird. He had kind of a side like this, but it still wasn't the same as the others. But then you got this turkey foot looking horn. And there he is. Go get my Coyote I shot too, take a look at him. Man, that's a big old coyote. That's the biggest one I ever shot, I think. Good night. Wow. His ears are like bobbed. He's huge. Wow. His ears ain't even like fully, they're like bit off or something. That sucker is big. That's a big one. Pretty good evening. I got a coyote and a buck. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. See ya.